Damn, boy, he's thick! Boy, that's a thick-ass boy! Damn! Bah! It's hot and sweaty in...
I hate this channel.
No! Fish. It's hot and sweaty in this fish.
I want to start out this video with some honesty, from the heart, from the soul, and I'm going to do that by making a statement that I think we can all get behind. Over the course of this channel's short lifetime, I've made so many videos about Parker Cannon / the story so far to the point where it's strange. I don't know what other word to use because I'm tempted to use a more negative word, but they all came from a good place. Even this one.
And every band must have a Parker Cannon.
I think most people got that it was a joke, thankfully. But anyway, the reason that I even mention all of that is because I want to redeem myself, show that I've grown, that I'm evolving, that I'm going to be releasing my most mature material to date. Nah, but for real, I want to use this video to convey my actual thoughts on Parker Cannon as a person, as a musician, and discuss his new project, No Pressure. We're also going to touch on his older project, Snarl, which I don't hear discussed too often. Parker James Cannon was born on May 21st, 1992, and has spent his life in Northern California, the Walnut Creek area to be more specific. Parker and his friends formed the story so far in 2007, which would have made him around 15 years old at the time. He's now 28, which means he's been doing music stuff for nearly half of his life. Probably longer actually, because he also played in a band called Blind Impression when he was in high school. Quick fun fact, Blind Impression actually had one of their songs featured in EA's Skate. That's pretty freaking insane. I just see that as a precursor to all of the success Parker was going to experience later on. In the world of pop punk, Parker Cannon is, to a degree, a divisive figure. Not in the same way as like Front Porch Step or something, but let me explain. I want to make it clear that by and large, Parker is a loved figure in the whole pop punk community, but over the years I've seen enough comments to where I at least want to briefly touch on this. To this day, some people are still very angry about him drop kicking that girl off the stage. I'm not here to tell you how to feel about that or try to present to you the right opinion regarding that topic, but I am here to tell you that even the girl he kicked off the stage ended up laughing about it and thought it was funny. And you know, call me crazy, but I also don't believe it had anything to do with her being a girl. I believe Parker would have drop kicked my ass off that stage faster than you can say, wow, Sonic the Hedgehog runs fast. Another point of contention I see when speaking negatively of Parker is his old lyrics, specifically this album and this song. Again, I'm not here to tell you that you should think this song is completely okay or not okay. Your opinion of the song is your opinion of the song. Whatever emotional reaction you have to it is perfectly valid. All I'm saying is, when forming your opinion of Parker as a musician / person, take into account that he wrote these lyrics nearly 10 years ago. For me, even looking back on stuff I said just 4 years ago, I'm like, wow, I sure was an idiot, and I probably still am. People change for the better or for the worse, but change is a guaranteed fact of life. That's all I'm really trying to say. One thing I really respect about Parker Cannon is that he's true to his feelings, in his lyrics, in his life, and that's extremely refreshing. You can tell that hanging out at the merch table and talking with fans isn't his favorite thing to do, which is a completely okay preference to have. Whether it be from anxiety or just simply not having the desire, you don't see Parker a whole lot outside of his onstage performance. I've seen them a good amount of times now, and the only time I've actually seen him in the flesh was at Warped Tour 2013, where I got this legendary picture of me and a fan. I'll literally never get tired of showing this picture because it's so freaking bad, dude. I literally said, hey man, do you want to do like that hard style thing? As my friend Lane snapped a photo of us with my iPhone 4S. And dude, I swear, I had absolutely no understanding of how social stuff worked back then. And I kind of still really don't. But after my friend Lane took the pic, I was like, let's do it one more time. And I made Parker do it again. That interaction was enough to tell me that Parker is a pretty nice guy at heart, because he easily could have told me just to screw off. You should have seen me sauntering up in my little Wonder Years shirt, money in hand, my merch selection locked in. To be honest, that's probably the sole reason why he doesn't seem to enjoy interacting with fans that much. Nah, but for real, I really do respect him for doing what he feels. The reason why is, it's really easy to know when he's being genuine.
The song's called Clairvoyant. Psych! It's actually called This Is More. That's what we're gonna cover. I got so many of you, damn, dude. She's like, ah.
For example, as a fan, if I see Parker out at the merch table one night, that tells me he's having a good night and wants to say hi to his fans. And I think that's really cool, because I deeply appreciate the band members who say hi to every single fan every single night, but there's gotta be some nights, man, where they're just really not feeling it. And I respect Parker for honoring those feelings and abstaining from fan interaction a lot of the time. In fact, Parker is overall a pretty quiet guy. He doesn't have the loudest social media presence. He actually almost has no social media presence at all. He'll post on Instagram every few months, but that's the most you'll get. I feel like as the band has progressed, he's become more private, which I can completely understand. People do be crazy sometimes. It's even hard to find interviews with Parker Cannon, whether it be video or print, they're sparse. If you type in Parker Cannon interview on YouTube, you'll find a tiny selection of interviews featuring Parker, and of course you'll see the thumbnail for this gem right here. This interview was done by my friend Dom. Years later, he's a really good sport about it and makes fun of himself for it all the time, and he's a really great dude. But I gotta show you all a couple clips from this interview so we can experience it together, because it's so freaking bad, dude. Like, I'm already laughing. You can just tell this is Parker's worst nightmare.
Alright, if Parker wasn't a band,
You guys writing new music for the story so far?
I mean, dude, that's a pretty broad question. I got to take some time to think on that one.
Parker took classes on how to sing Japanese.
Recorded the whole album in Japanese.
That would have been
And,
so awesome.
I forgot it all because I had to learn it really quickly, so I forgot it all. But yeah, the whole album's in Japanese.
I almost shit my pants on the way back to the airport in Japan.
What's the weirdest place you guys have ever slept? I'm not kidding about that. I wish I was.
This kid doesn't have a name or anything.
In a lot of ways, Parker Cannon is a pop punk enigma. As cringy as that word combination may sound, it's true, because you don't get a lot out of him other than the emotion he conveys with his music, and even that is only a small glimpse into what's going on inside. Just based on how little Parker puts out there, it makes me want to know that much more, which may sound weird, but I view Parker a lot like I view Frank Ocean. Parker Cannon is a pretty quiet, mysterious guy that you don't hear a lot from. You don't see videos of him, his tweets aren't popping up on your feed every day. You know things about him, but at the same time, it also feels like you know nothing about him, which makes the urge to know that much stronger.
we try to always passive aggressive.
Sorry, we never practiced that before.
But whenever Parker does say something or makes some sort of noise, it's heard around the world. When Parker speaks, people listen. When he has the spotlight on him or attention, he always delivers. People are fully aware that he's a creative genius that likes to keep it all in and only lets it out when he feels like it. For instance, on this new EP that him and his friends dropped out of literally nowhere, this is seriously some of the best pop punk I've heard in a dang long time. But before we talk about No Pressure, we have to look at Parker's old project, Snarl. Snarl was a hardcore project Parker did for fun in 2014. He released a 4-song demo and a split. From what I can tell, he's not going to be touching the project again. However, what he did release, I find highly enjoyable. If I had to compare the sound to other bands, it sounds like a mix of Expire and Minority Unit. It's fast, it's punchy, Parker says fuck a handful of times, all the crucial components are there. And the whole demo is only 5 minutes long, which tells you it's going to be good. I feel the shorter the release when it comes to hardcore, the more potential it has to be really good. That's mostly a joke, but I'm sure you know what I mean. Here's a 30-second montage of my favorite moments from the Snarl demo. I'll put a little bar at the bottom so you know how much longer is left. So this band and this EP basically fell from the sky. It came down from the heavens. It was summoned to redeem the entire year of 2020. But for real, what makes this EP so good? Why is everyone jabberjawing on about it? I think it's pretty simple why this EP has so much appeal, and that's because it's what everyone wants. It's Parker being the pop punk maestro that he is and embracing the genre fully once again. This EP sounds like a mix of their While You Were Sleeping EP and What You Don't See. And sprinkled in are these little tinges of early 2000s pop punk. Tracks like Deal sound like a teenager's 2003 summer anthem blasting through their iPod Classics headphones as they skate to the mall to get Dippin' Dots, and I am all here for it. I love everything about this EP. It's not trying to reinvent the genre, and it doesn't have to. It's already better than what a large majority of the genre has to offer. It doesn't try too hard, but it also doesn't lack conviction. All puns aside, I think taking the pressure off and just having fun has helped Parker create some of his best work in a long time. I'm still in love with Proper Dose to this day, but I wouldn't call that an outright pop punk release. I'd argue this is Parker's best work since What You Don't See. I've made my peace with this album and have grown to like it, but I think this No Pressure EP tops it easily. But before we get into a debate over all of their releases and which one's best and all that, I want to cap off this video by saying go check out No Pressure on literally wherever you can listen to music. When it's all said and done, I like Parker a whole lot. He's by far my favorite vocalist in this genre, all things considered. I imagine in real life, he's a very caring individual and would do anything for those he loves. That's the vibe I get. He comes off as such a real-ass dude. Thank you for all the amazing music you and your bands have given us over the years. I, and many others, will be forever thankful for what you've gifted us. I hope you all have a great day. Thank you for watching.